because our soil's just a little moist here today, and it'll basically push the jack into the ground.
What a dream would it to be to have soil that couldn't support a farm jack as it's pulling up a post.
Otherwise, you're just pulling on the post and pushing down on the base.
Based on the post there in the background, it doesn't look like there's a ton of concrete.
It's kind of hard jacking it up at this point, but once you break through all the roots and everything,
I think this looks like a dream to pull up. I mean,
today's video is brought to you by Nationwide Industries, the Fence Pros' #1 choice. And they're this Fence Pros choice for a couple reasons. The most recent reason? Gate kits. They've paired their most popular hinges with their most popular latches in the most common post sizes to make it easier to grab and go. Also, as a consumer, it makes sure you know you've got the right hinge for the right latch. For example, if you've got a pull gate, they've got a pull gate kit just for you. It's got the Cornerstone hinge in it. It's got the Trident 20-inch. Both some of our most popular gate hinge hardwares. You've got a vinyl fence with 5-inch posts. They got you covered. They've got their Cornerstone 2 hinge. They've got the Keystone Traverse latch, which I love a lot. They've also got a handle in there. But if you have a vinyl fence with, say, a 4-inch post, they've got that too. All at Nationwide Industries. Check them out in the link below.
all right, guys, today's video is titled Fence Post Pulling Rig with a Harbor Freight Farm Jack. We've seen a lot of these videos pulling out posts, a lot of them using farm jacks. This is a new and creative way to use a farm jack, it looks like. So without further ado, we'll jump right into it. It's from the Fish Pot Pete channel. If you'd like to watch the video in its entirety without my commentary, we'll link it in the description below.
okay, today we're going to look at how to pull out a post with a post hole puller, a post puller that we saw a design on another YouTube channel. I thought it worked really good. Using this device, we can get a lot of posts out in a day. In fact, I just did 6 in about 40 minutes yesterday. So this is my last post, and I thought I'd just go ahead and shoot a video, show how it works. But basically you've got this Harbor Freight farm jack. It's good for like 7,000 pounds. I got two 2x4s. They're a little bit longer than the jack. And the idea is you're going to form kind of a tripod by the posts.
All right, so the idea is, so in some of these videos, we'll see the top of this farm jack kick over towards the top of the post. It doesn't really reduce the effectiveness. I mean, I'm sure it does in some regard, but not in a meaningful way. It looks like what this tripod does is keep that from happening and maybe make it a little bit more stable. Farm jacks are good utility devices. If you've got a handful to pull out, I'm sure this is the way. If you've watched the channel, you know there are other methods out there, other products out there made specifically for removing posts, which might be safer, more user-friendly, that sort of thing. But if you've only got a few and you happen to have one of these farm jacks, this is another way that might be able to work.
And so the idea is we're going to pull these up here. We're going to bring the base up. And so the watch out here is when you bring the base up, you've got a concrete base down here. And you want to make sure your jack is away from that base when it comes up. Otherwise, you're just pulling on the post and pushing down on the base.
Based on the post there in the background, it doesn't look like there's a ton of concrete. There's probably different ways you could do this, but with the post is so low concrete, you could probably just dig it up.
We're going to get a piece of wood and put that underneath the jack base, because our soil's just a little moist here today, and it'll basically push the jack into the ground.
What a dream would it to be to have soil that couldn't support a farm jack as it's pulling up a post. I mean, those of us that live in areas with tons of rock, this is stuff dreams are made out of, which means this post is going to come out incredibly easy.
Was to use a couple of bricks, put between the post and the jack. But I've got a pretty hefty chain here, about 3 feet. I just wrap it around, and we'll put it. It's like a locking cabin here.
If this post is in solid and we think we're going to put a lot of force on that, the carabiner, you'd want to make sure what that carabiner is rated for. And the last thing you want to happen is that thing to fail and then everything comes apart.
Okay, at this point, we're just going to start jacking. Oh, we got this tree in the way. Go back just a little bit on the base. There you go.
So one thing you want to make sure of with these farm jacks, I mean, they've got a nasty reputation for having that arm kick back if it doesn't solidly make contact or if that locking mechanism fails. Like this gentleman's doing, you want to make sure you're off to the side so that if that does fail and that arm swings up rapidly before you've got a chance to get out of the way, it doesn't just really injure you.
And you don't have to always do that. It just depends on what your soil's like. the way that chain's wrapped around there, it'll start grabbing.
So on that chain, if he had wrapped it around the top a couple times before wrapping it around the bottom, it actually would have bitten a little bit sooner. It's going to bite against itself as it pulls up. Probably nitpicky, but you know how you wrap the chain can impact on how you pull this post out, or at least how good of a bite it gets on that post.
And you can see the soil starting to move now, so that means we're successfully pulling that base up. And it's kind of hard jacking it up at this point, but once you break through all the roots and everything,
I think this looks like a dream to pull up. I mean, we've had videos where people really do fight these things. You got to put a lot of effort into them. I'm guessing probably not much concrete like the post behind, and it doesn't look like in the soil that's moving there's any rock content, or maybe there's hardly any rock content.
you can start doing it one-handed, like that. Once the base is out of the ground, basically I just let the whole unit fall over and disconnect it. At that point, just let it fall over. And that's it.
Not much concrete, so it's a pretty easy pull. Seemed like the soil was loose, to say the least. It's a method that can work. Obviously, I think there's probably better methods out there, but if you've only got a handful of posts to pull and you happen to have one of these available, might not be a bad idea. Love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments. Always love interacting with you guys there. For now, Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors. I'll see you next time.